Hello and welcome. This is Angie with thecountryshootcottage.net. Are you ready for fall? Well, your door should be. So this video is sponsored by Testors. However, all projects and opinions are my own. And today I'm using their craft paints to make a fun pumpkin door hanger that you can hang on your door. And this is actually much easier than it probably looks. So let's get started painting this pumpkin. So you're going to need a large wood pumpkin door hanger. Testors craft paint in a variety of colors. So I've got white, a couple shades of brown, black, and a couple shades of orange. You also need some fall florals as well as a glue gun and some paintbrushes. So we're actually going to start by cutting this hanger off the top. We can actually just put another rope up here later, but we can remove this one just so we don't have to avoid getting paint on it. And then we're going to paint the entire pumpkin with orange craft paint. So this is orange Testors craft paint, and we're just going to paint the entire thing. You also want to make sure to get the sides when you're painting your project. So while our paint is still wet, we're going to start adding some dimension to the pumpkin. So we're going to do that with a variety of colors. So the first thing you want to do is take dark brown and start blending in some lines on your pumpkin. We can blend that in with some lighter brown. So now we have some darker areas, and so let's add some light. So I'm going to mix the orange we had before with a little white. And add highlighting as well. Then we'll want to paint this stem in brown, and then we can continue adding as much highlighting and shadows as we would like. The fall florals will go at the top, so you don't have to worry too much about where the stem meets the pumpkin. And once you're happy with your pumpkin, just set it aside and allow it to dry before the next step. So now that we have our pumpkin shaded, let's add that welcome with a really cool technique. Then once your pumpkin's dry, you'll want to print out our welcome printable. So we have this on thecountryshootcottage.net, and I will drop a link below that you can use to download it. And I'm going to actually put it at an angle and locate it on the pumpkin. And then we're just going to use any pen, and we're going to trace around, pressing down hard. This will actually make an indention into the wood, and then you can use that indention as a guide for your paint, and we'll just paint the welcome in black. And then we'll just use a paintbrush and start filling in those lines. So then we'll set this aside and allow it to dry. Then I just have a few fall florals that will attach with a hot glue gun to the top. And we'll thread a piece of twine back through the hole to hang it up. And now it's ready to hang on the door. So don't you love this project? It's super easy and it uses Testors craft paint. So this is part of a Testors Crafternoon series that I'm doing all month. This is actually the third video in this series. If you love crafting with family and friends, a Testors Crafternoon is something you want to plan today. So all you need to do is pick up some Testors paint for a couple projects. This pumpkin is one example, but I also have a couple more examples on my YouTube channel as well as my blog. So you can make the pumpkin, you can make a Halloween sign, you can make a spider pillow, and get crafty with your family and friends. So pick up the Testors supplies you need, plan your own Testors Crafternoon, and make some cute Halloween and fall crafts for your home decor. I hope you enjoyed this fall pumpkin sign. Be sure to give us a thumbs up if you love this video. If you're looking for the other projects for our Testors Crafternoon series, head to the description below and I will link those there as well so you can find them. Be sure to head to our YouTube channel and subscribe if you have not already, because we have tons of crafty videos every week and you don't want to miss any of those. So thank you all so much and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.